Okay, y'all, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all one video every day this month. So that's what I'm finna do. I got y'all in my damn makeup kit. That's why it looks funny like that. So let me pick you up or sit you down. This angle looks real awkward. So let's just do this. Y'all, I'm finna just let y'all see the fan for a while. Because, you know, it is what it is. I'm finna do me. So y'all will be able to see me. It's just I have no good angle. I'm on my tablet. And I have 10%. And I am trying to finish this recording before my iPad dies. And where the fuck is my charger that I even have for my iPad? It's somewhere over there. Excuse the hair. I told you I'm doing that new curly thing. So I'm still on the tip of the new curly thing. Earlier today, I didn't think I was going to be able to record my video because the power was out for like 5 to 6 fucking hours. And I'm like, damn, am I not going to be able to record my damn video for YouTube today or what? So I am glad that we are back up and running from that. I thought I was going to be in the motherfucking dark all day. But yeah, I think the video that I'm finna do for y'all tonight, which I have so many damn stories, y'all. I have so many stories. But I think the video I'm gonna do for y'all tonight is gonna be about the time I almost got with the stripper. And it was real. Like, it was live. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure this nigga ain't trying to call me. Just give me a few seconds. It's just gonna be a simple... Huh? Where you at? You said at the door? Okay, I'm finna open the door. Alright. Yeah, hold on 1 second. That's Trey coming back. Shit, I ain't had to open the door for you, little shit.
I wasn't gonna make it, bro. I said, man, let me turn this.
That's smart. Smart, Buck. Smart. Then they gonna call me to open the door. And he already pulling up. Who does that? Sorry, y'all. Trey always messing up my videos. What? R.I.P. to what? Shut up. That dude is a clown, y'all. He talking about R.I.P. to the blunt. He dropped the blunt in the damn mop water going out the door earlier. He had to throw it in the trash because he talking about he don't want to smoke no chemicals. He's a clown. Back to the story. The story I'm going to give y'all today is going to be about the time I almost hit the stripper. Now let's start all the way back from the beginning. Me and this girl, we're going to call her M. Me and M, we met when I was back in Bossier City. And she was in Bossier too. She used to live on the base. And my mom and them house is by the base, but not on the base. And we met off of Tagged. It's a dating site. She had hit me up on there and just wrote me on some regular shit. She was like, hey, what's up? You know, asking me, how are you doing? What's your name? Stuff like that. And then she was like, do I go out? What do I do for fun around here? She was telling me that her that she lives on base. She didn't specify why exactly she lived on base at first, but you know it's gonna come up later. So um then we're like, she was like she asked me for my number, so she got my number, and she was like, hey, do you want to hang out and shit? And I'm like, cool. So I look on her page. Her page is really just a lot of, let's say, just her, I guess. So as we texted, she asked me, so are you from here? I'm like, yeah, I'm from here. I'm from Louisiana. She was like, I just moved here. I live on base. My husband is stationed here. Okay. Your husband is stationed here. Cool. So now it's like, okay, shit done changed. Maybe you want some, oh, I want you to fuck with me and my husband type shit. You know, I don't know. So then we texting and she's like, hey, we should hang out. And I'm like, cool. It was in the daytime, early, and I was right there off the base, so she could come by my house. So she came pick me up from my house. We went to her house. The first time we hung out, it was literally just me and her at her house chilling. Nothing happened. We hung out. She started talking, and she was like, yeah, I work at the club, Wild Orchid, Orchard. One of them bitches. I forgot the name of the damn strip club, but it's a strip club in Bossier City named Wild Orchid or Orchard, whatever the fuck. That's the name of it. So she was like, I stripped there. And I'm like, okay, you stripped there. But then at the same time, I'm thinking like, you stripped there, but you just said your husband is stationed here. So, you know, that's not my business. At the end of the day, that is not my business. So now we are hanging out at her house, and she's like, hey, do you want to go out in the garage and I'll show you my pole? She had, okay, the way her house was set up on base was, it was a house that was like 1 or 2 stories. And then you will walk out the back door. You will go down the driveway part, go down the side of the yard, and it would be a line of garages. It'll be like probably like 5 or 6 garages. So her garage was probably the second garage. I remember her opening, like reaching out, unlocking, and pulling it up. And in the inside of the garage, it was actually like live. She had it set up to where like she had her pole in the middle. She had a couch out there. She had like a little refrigerator, I guess, to keep like drinks in and stuff. Because during this time, y'all, I was a heavy drinker. A bitch was drinking. Like, people be like, oh, you drink. Bitch, I don't drink now. I used to drink. I drink a little bit now, but I used to take a drink. And when I say drink, I mean drink a lot. So, I used to drink. So, she had like some little, stop laughing like that, psycho. What? Dang. She had like little, she had like little wine coolers. You know, like the wine coolers that you have? She had bought some of those. So that's what we were drinking on that day. But literally all she did, she showed me a few tricks on the pole because I wanted to like start working out and stuff like that, and like getting my stomach really small and tight around my stomach, so I wanted to start working out. And she was like, well, pole exercises are perfect for a workout if you want to do that. And I'm like, cool. So I ain't gonna fake. Our whole relationship was not like all fucked up. I think it was maybe that same night she showed me some poetry. She was like, "Hey, you should come and sit with me at the club." And I'm like, "Shit, yeah, of course. It's nothing, right?" So I hung out with her probably a Wednesday or a Thursday. I told her I was gonna come that Friday or Saturday. So I go in the club that Friday, and what's so crazy is I didn't even know that one of my homegirls that I went to high school with, that was one of my close friends, she stripped at the club, but I didn't know that, you know. So I'm like, okay, I didn't even know my girl was a stripper here. That's my friend. So when I got there, the girl, like, she was still in the back getting dressed. So my friend, she seen me and she came over there and we were talking. This is one of my close friends. Like, we were close in high school. So she comes and we talking. And we're talking. So now the girl come out and she's like, hey, she, you know how bitches is. They start looking all awkward and shit, like somebody has to introduce them to everybody that you know. I don't know why bitches do that. Cause they fucking awkward. That's why they do that shit. So I introduced her to my friend. I'm like, this is La Brianna. Me and her went to high school together. I've known her for forever. I've known her forever. So now me and all of us sitting there talking. And the girl looking like, okay, wonder how long has she really known this girl? I don't know what she was thinking. Really didn't care because it wasn't her business. But me and La Brianna, I'm like, La Brianna, girl, why didn't you tell me you was up here stripping? Because, you know, they don't tell me nothing. She hasn't told me a thing. And then she's like, oh, no, I've been doing this for a minute. So, okay, as the night progresses, y'all, the night is, like, good. Like, when I say niggas start, when I say we start turning up, I mean, like, truly turning up. Like, we had a whole little section. I ended up getting a section at night in the strip club. When I say it was lit, the strip club was full of niggas. But when I say all the bitches was in my section, every stripper in the club was in my section. Every bitch was in my section. And when I say it was live, it was hella live. And then, you right? You good? And so, La Brianna was on the, she was actually dancing that night. But I can truly say, in that club, I don't think bitches was making no money. I'm just being totally honest, because if I look at the group of niggas that's in there, the money being thrown, okay? The money being thrown and the atmosphere itself, it gives no money. It gives absolutely no cash being given at all.
Let me leave you alone. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later. So, I see why all the bitches was in my section, because it's like, bitch, I ain't doing no work anyway. I might as well have some fun, because it's not like I'm really making no money. So that's why I'm like, okay, that's probably why they ain't tripping. So that night happens, and I go home that night. She had a great night. But, like, during the night, I started noticing she would kind of get jealous. Like, if some of the other strippers would be, like, dancing on me, or if any of the other strippers would, like, pay attention, or, like, just be trying to talk to me on some regular shit, she would, like, give me a side eye. And this one thing I'm gonna say, y'all, and I've been saying this, and this is what I'm always gonna say. Bro, I don't date no bitches, bro. I don't date bitches. I'll never marry a bitch. I don't date bitches. I'll fuck around with a bitch, but I'm not finna marry no bitch or date no bitch. So that makes no sense for you to even be getting mad. What are you mad for, baby girl? You have nothing to be mad about. But besides that, it was a great night. So then maybe the next day she texts me and she's like, hey, do you want to come back to the club with me tonight? And I'm like, damn. I thought about it and I'm like, damn, because I had got really drunk the night before, y'all. I had got, like, drunk. When I say drunk, I was drunk. And so I'm like, nah, I'm probably not going to come tonight. And she's like, okay, cool. Maybe we can hang out another night. And I'm like, cool. But, y'all, this girl, she's, like, hella cool. I'm going to say this, like, if she wasn't, like, as, like, pushy as she was, we could have probably been, like, way, way, way cool. We could have been hella cool. But she was just too much. So, next time I see her and she's like, hey, come over. And this is something else I'm going to say, like, bro, if you want me to come over, we can hang out and shit. But, bro, don't be having me coming over, bro, and you got hella kids at the house and this and that. It be just too much. One time I came over there, she got her kids there, but she want us to go in the room and hang out and shit. That's just too much, bro. So I left that time. The next time I come over, which is probably a day or so after that, she was like, hey, I'm finna get in a tub. You want to just come in here and sit with me? Okay. I'm like, okay. Come sit with you. Okay. And I already know, like, I'm not saying it like, you know, like she wasn't already throwing hints about liking me or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, that's pretty forward, baby girl. That's pretty forward. But I ain't tripping. It is what it is. Like, if that's what you want, we can do that. So what y'all think I did? Went and watched her ass sit in the motherfucking shower. Well, she was in a tub. And let me say this to y'all. Like, let me explain how she looked. She was tall as fuck. She had to be like, let's say 5'6", 5'7". She was bright skinned. She had these two piercings. She had her nose right here. She had a whole sleeve. She was fine, y'all. I can say she was straight. She ain't motherfucking all that. The bitch was straight. So, and like she had kids. The only thing I can say bad about her, honestly, like, the only thing that was bad about her is like the extra skin on her stomach. Outside of that, It was nothing wrong with this lady. Everything else, like A1. So, now, everything else on her was A1. So, around this time, like I said, we sitting in there and she's in the tub and she's talking to me. And she's talking about how she didn't want to have kids and how she just wants to hang out sometimes. She hates that she has to always come in the house and it's always a big issue. And what's so crazy is, now that I think about it, I remember one night that we came to her house and she didn't want to be there either. Like, we were standing outside for a long ass time and she was like, fuck, I'm not trying to be here. And this is something else. She had a white husband. I think that tells a lot about why she was okay with, why he was okay with her stripping and shit, because he was her white husband. So that tells a lot. He was white. But she cheated on him a lot too. That's something else. But I remember one night she was just acting like a kid, bro. Like, we was standing outside, but I think we had been at her house that night, if I'm not mistaken. We were at her house most of the day. And she wanted to go out. She wanted to go out that night, but I think her husband was texting her and he was like, no, I don't want you to go out tonight. This and that. I want you to stay home. So I think that's the only reason why she ended up staying at the house, is because she felt like if she left, he was going to have issues. But I know by the end of their relationship, they were talking about getting a divorce and all kind of shit. So I think that had a lot to do with it. But, okay, so she's sitting in the tub and she's like, yeah, I didn't even want my last kid. Me and my sister she said she didn't want her first and last kid. She was like, me and my sister drove around for hours looking for the abortion clinic and I couldn't find it. That's the only reason why I ended up even having a baby. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Kind of shit is that? So she's that kind of person. Like, bro, she would be out all night. Like, when I say all night, like, even though she was a stripper and the strip club closed at 6, soon as he get off work at 5 or 6 o'clock, she's like, hey, it's your time. You need to take over the kids. I got to get my bag ready. I got to get ready to go to work. We'll do this and that, I guess. Like, that's the tip she on. She ready to go to work. But she was a party girl. Like, bro, the bitch popped pills all the fucking time. Like, she was turned. This is the same bitch that said she did coke once. Now, I think that's kind of around the time that me and her fell off. Honestly, like, it was more of like, she was like, yeah, I've tried a lot of stuff and this and that. And I'm like, tried a lot of stuff? Bitch, your ass is crazy as hell. You trying coke? Oh, no. But she was in the tub or whatever. She was like, and I know she was like trying to be on some sexual shit because she was ass naked in the tub. And like, she was kind of like rubbing herself. And she was like, you can get in with me. Okay, that would have been sexy, y'all. But this what I'm going to say. First off, why the fuck would I get in the tub with you and you done been in the tub for a minute? And this is some dirty ass water, you feel me? This water is dirty now. Dirty with your filth. From you laying in the water for so long, you feel me? It's dirty. So with that being said, I'm not finna get in this dirty ass water, girl. It's dirty as hell in there. I'm not finna get in there. That's nasty. I may get bumped or something. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And she was like, oh, well, you can wash my back. And she was like just doing the most, like standing up and stuff. But like I said, she had a nice body, bro. It was just her stomach. Everything else on her was actually like A1. It was nice. So, as time went on, me and her, we got close. Like I said, I would go over her house every day, and I would go over there so I could like learn new pole tricks, so I could practice on her pole, so she can show me a few new things, so I can do some new things. And I'm like, shit, it's a win-win. Like, she's cool, she's trying to hang out, make new friends, I'm trying to hang out with her, we can hang out, be cool. That's the kind of tip I was on. So yeah, then what happened was, one day she came and got me. We stopped and she was like, hey, let's stop and get something to drink, and we're gonna just go to my house and hang out in the garage and hang around. I'm like, shit, cool, bet. I'm trying to remember if she did smoke weed with me at least twice, bro. Like, she didn't smoke weed with me at least twice. But I wasn't smoking weed like all the time. Like, when I would go over there, I don't think I would be smoking like that. I would just probably be drinking with her. So we probably ended up going by the Next. That's like this place on Base, and they have like cheap alcohol and like cheap stuff for the people in the service, you know. So all the shit they would want, it's in there, and it's hella cheap. So we go in there to get some motherfucking alcohol. Okay, bet, we did that. So we in here getting the alcohol. She wanted this. I'm like, fuck you, just give me some wine coolers. And she's like, oh no, we're gonna drink tonight. We're gonna like really drink tonight. And I'm like, okay, bet, we can drink. That's no thing. Me not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, we can drink, y'all. Look at my motherfucking hair. It's too much. Me not thinking, okay. I'm like, cool, shit, we can drink, whatever. It ain't no big deal. I'm not tripping. So now, we done got the drinks and stuff, like she said. And we're in the car headed back to her house. And she's like, yeah, my husband's here. He's going to watch the kids. And we can just go in the garage and hang out. And let me tell y'all something about her husband. Her husband, even though he was a white boy, he was like a white boy that tried to be black. And he would always like look at me. And he would like follow me in all social medias and shit. And I don't know if they were trying to fuck me, or if she was trying to fuck me and he was trying to fuck me separately. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what they had going on, but I know he was trying to talk to me at one point, like sending me like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? This and that, like shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you messaging me? But yeah, he would be like that. So anytime I would walk in, it would be awkward as fuck, because this awkward ass nigga is sitting there looking in my fucking mouth. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? Okay. So around this time, like, I was attracted to her, bro. Like, it would be nothing. Like, if we were to fuck, I would be totally down with us fucking, bro. It was nothing. So we go in the garage. We start like vibing. We turn on some music. We like drinking. So we're taking shots, drinking. She's dancing on the pole. She's climbing up the pole. She's showing me tricks on the pole of how to do, what to do. We both like having hella fun. Like, we doing 2 people tricks and stuff like that. Her dude coming there out of nowhere. He in there for a minute. He just talking like, he ain't on no creep vibes, bro. He's more like too much around. You know, like your guy that comes around all the time and he just want to be around in bitches' faces. He's like that. So he come out. He's sitting on the chair. They like talking to each other, and he's talking and he doing his little tricks on the pole and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I know you a white boy for real, because white boys, they do that. They do that little the pole trick thing. Oh yeah, they do that. They like stuff like that. They freaky dicky. And then, so he ended up leaving. So at this point, me and her, I'm not going to say I'm drunk, because if I was drunk, I wouldn't remember. And I remember this vividly. I'm not drunk. She's slightly drunk. I'm tipsy. We sitting on the couch. At this point, we had a lot of breath. We didn't turn the air on out there. They got like a little air thing. We getting a little air. We just sitting and talking and shit. And we, for some reason, I don't know why. Well, okay, this has happened a few times. It don't happen all the time. But I don't think before that we really outright asked about being bisexual and stuff. So she was like, you are bi, right? And I'm like, yeah. But on tag, my page says bisexual. And you wrote me on tag, and your page says bisexual. And I wrote you back on tag, like, talking as in, like, hey, here's my number. So, okay. I don't know, but that's just kind of awkward to me. Like, if you already know this is a bisexual site, and I'm saying I'm bisexual, you're bisexual, like, that's just what it is. That's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. You know, some people, they just want to ask to make sure, I guess, to make sure you're comfortable. Sorry, y'all, I needed some water. I was so thirsty. So, now, next thing that happens is we just talking and shit. We just talking. And she look at me and she like, man, you're so pretty. I'm like, you pretty too. Which she was pretty, and like I said, y'all, I was attracted to her. So, I think we kiss each other, but we don't tongue kiss. It's like a regular kiss. So now she's like kissing down my neck. And like that shit feel hella good. Like she kissing on my neck and shit, and I like it. And I'm like rubbing on her legs and like rubbing on her butt. And like actually like rubbing her boobs. Now, I start to kiss on her neck. Let's start there. And let's say this first too. Now the pole work we was doing out there, it was not no extenuating pole work, bro. It was normal pole work. It was no heavy duty shit. It was nothing that you should have been hella sweaty and like tart from. No. It was no pole work like that. This was normal pole work, okay? So, then we're like, okay. I started kissing down her neck. Slightly sweaty, okay, we did work. We were doing not too bad. Now, I get down to her boobs. Now. I get down to her boobs and I start to suck and nibble at her boob. At her tit. At her nipple. Now, if you know, you know. And this is just what it is. If you know, you know. Like, have y'all ever, like, taste something musty? Like, you know how you, I don't even know how to explain. Y'all know what I mean. Like, if you accidentally lick something and it tastes musty. Oh. Bro, as I licked her boob, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I lick again and literally it tastes musty. I'm not finna keep licking and sucking on your damn titties if they taste musty. No, ma'am. So I kind of think and I kind of like draw back somewhat. And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let me go get me another drink. Cause I'm like, let me just recoup to drinking, cause this is a no-go. This is not finna happen. No ma'am, no ham, and no turkeys. No, not finna happen. So I sit back down and like I'm drinking the drink and she's like trying to touch me and stuff. And I'm like, you want to show me some more tricks on the pole? Because, bro, at this point, y'all, I'm totally turned off, bro. Like, I don't want to fuck on you no more, girl. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but I don't. Like, I just taste your titty and it tastes like must. And I know one thing. If your motherfucking titty that's sitting on your chest tastes like must, that motherfucking perm between your legs Oh my God, it must be. Oh, it's probably about as foul. About as foul. If your titties musty, I know that motherfucking poontang you got sitting between your legs is not no better. No, ma'am. So, oh, hell no. So, I stopped the situation before the situation became a situation because I don't want you to feel bad. I don't know how to tell you that your titty is musty and tastes like must, and I'm not gonna do nothing else with you because I think everything else on you gonna taste like must too. So I just go into, nah, let's just hang out and chill, woo. So she literally got at that point she's friend zone. Like, bro, no, ma'am. I do not condone that. And I do not, bro. And then this is something else, bro. She was so cute and fine. This is what I'm saying. Besides her stomach, she was so fine that I'm like, and she didn't smell, bro. Like, I've been sitting in the car with her. I haven't smelled her in the car. She's a stripper. She's been on the motherfucking, like, I've seen her strip before, like, all this shit. So it's like, to me, I'm like, damn, bro. And your titty is this damn musty, bro? And I just couldn't really believe it. It, like, actually kind of threw me back, y'all, like, damn. And I can be totally honest, me and her never, like, we never fucked around. Like, we hung out times after that, but I never got to the point of, hey, let's just go. I can't. Shit, fuck that. No. I can't do that, ma'am, because if your titty is musty, I know for sure anything else that is around that area, it's not getting cleaned well. You're not even cleaning your chest, baby. You're not even cleaning your chest area. So I know most likely that next area between them legs, not no better. And that's sad to say about a person, but I would never know. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not gonna find out. Shit, I still have her on Snapchat. Like, she hit me up, if I'm not mistaken, probably about 3-4 months ago, and she sent me a Snapchat picture of her at the airport. She was at the Houston International Airport. She was there. So she sent me a IAH. Was it IAH? Yes, that one, I think. She sent me a screenshot and she was like, hey, I'm in your city. First off, bitch, Houston is not my city. But I am in Houston, but you know that's not my city. Louisiana my city because that's where I'm from. So I rep Louisiana. Fuck wrong with you. But yeah, she was like, I'm in your city. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, bitch, what you telling me for? Like, we finna hang out or something. Not saying that every bitch that I hang out with I have to fuck them either. It's just on the strength of, if you trying to give me fuck me vibes, bro, you gotta be on point about that shit, bro. You gotta really be on point about that shit. You're not finna be just half-stepping and you wanna fuck on me. I'm not fucking with no dirty ass bitches, bro. Not calling her a dirty ass bitch either. But at the end of the day, I really, like, bro. After that, me and her actually got into a real big argument. I think I might do that as my next story time. The time me and her almost had a fight outside my house. That was on some total other crazy ass shit. Cause, bro, that hoe had a crazy ass life. Her and her white husband, they were swingers and shit. And they did a lot of questionable, crazy ass shit that I'm like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I ain't with this shit. And that bothered her. That's just what it was. But I'm gonna tell that story maybe tomorrow. Cause I told y'all I gotta post a story every day this month. So I got hella stories. It's gonna come up. So if it doesn't come up tomorrow, just know it's gonna be on the list. But most likely, I'll be telling that story tomorrow. And I don't think that story is as long as this story is. But y'all look for that story. I'm going to be posting this story tonight, and I'll have that story up tomorrow. And so on and so forth for the rest of the month. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. And tell everybody else about me. Tell them to come subscribe. You know, share my videos. Do whatever you need to help a sister out.